Good day and welcome to Motorose Music. I am Jeff Thiel, the host of the show. Today I've got the Indio by Monoprice. It's the Cali Classic in black. This is the HSS configuration. And most of these can be gotten on either two places that I'm aware of. One is, as I said, Monoprice. The other is Amazon, and I'll tell you the prices of both. They're pretty similar, but there's more of the single coils, the SSS, on Amazon, and there's more of the HSS on Monoprice. So, and I will cover both of those. First off, I will tell you that I will be looking at this guitar as I do with any budget stuff, especially anything that's, well below $200 as this is. I am going to look at it as what it is. And I don't forgive unplayable things. But some of the cosmetic stuff, I don't expect this to compare to top-end PRS, Gibson Les Pauls, American Strats, and so on. Any of the mainstream, high-end American-made stuff, I don't expect this to compete with features, fit and finish that. But I do expect it to play well. And I'll leave it at that. I'll explain little details as I go along. So with that being said, let's cover the basics on this. I got this from Monoprice. They happen to have a coupon and a special price on this at the time. I paid $71.39. Now, currently, this black one is selling for $89.99 on Monoprice. The Sunburst in the teal are selling for $120, and the teal was $89.99 for a bit. They kind of go up and down, they go back and forth on that $89.99. Now, I checked on Amazon. Amazon has the the single coils series of the Indio Cali Classics. They've got a red and a Sunburst for $88. They're $87.99. They also have an HSS version in a kind of a darker blue. It's actually a nice blue. It's not teal, it's actually blue. And that one is $95. So, take that for what it is. Since I'm an Amazon affiliate, which just means I'll put links in the description for certain things, and if you click on them and make really any purchase, doesn't have to be that specific one, but if you make a purchase, I get a percentage of that, and it's like 4%, as I said before. It's not a big deal. I greatly appreciate it. Helps my channel here. It's not like I'm, knocking them out of the park, but any little bit helps, and I thank you for that. So, with that being said, let's go over and I'll try not to say with that being said too often. I've already said it 3 times. Anyways, the specs on this is your typical Strat. It's 25.5-inch scale. This is a little different on the radius. A lot of these cheapos are 14-inch. This is a 9.5. I don't notice a whole lot of difference on radiuses, at least not right off the bat. This is a 22 fret. As I like to do with these cheaper ones, I like to get maple fingerboards. I'm not a huge fan on the Palfaro, or especially the the Indian Laurel. It's just not my thing. I like rosewood, ebony, and maple. This is maple with a maple neck. I think in some places they say the necks, and this could be a basswood neck with a maple board. It's definitely a basswood body. You take them with a grain of salt. This is definitely, I would say, a maple fingerboard, and possibly it looks a little different. Let's show you here. Could be basswood. It doesn't necessarily look like maple to me. I could be wrong. Either way, it doesn't really matter. This thing is $89.99. So with that price, I don't see any issues whatsoever on the fit and finish. You know, there's probably a scratch here and there. You know, I might be able to find a piece of trash in the paint. The pick guards cut pretty well. On a lot of the budgets, I'll see it's real, you know, rough cut, but this is pretty smooth. There are some, you know, little wavers in the line, not a big deal. The frets actually feel pretty good. There are a couple that might be a little rough, but for $90, I forgot to say, that comes with a really nice padded gig bag. And this is not a dust cover. This is an actual padded gig bag. It's got a nice pocket in it. You know, for $90, I'm not going to say, oh, this has got a couple of frets I can feel. It's 90 bucks. The important thing is, does it stay in tune? Does it sound decent? And will it keep a maybe young player interested in continuing to play guitar? So let's find out what it sounds like. I will tell you, the tuners suck. It's not that they'll slip and there's anything going out of tune or anything like that. I usually don't have that problem, but turning them, you'll feel it'll be fighting you and then it'll slip a little bit. I'm not having any issue as far as the strings binding up in the nut or the saddles here. Not had that issue since I've had it here. Nut seems to be cut well. Now, let's go to what it sounds like. I am playing this through my 5-watt Monoprice Stage Right amp. It's a 5-watt tube amp. And I'm miking it with two SM57s. And that's it. Let's start clean tones. I'll turn on a little room reverb, that's all. And we'll start, and I'll just go through the selector switch, and we'll go from there. Here is the bridge pickup. Now we'll go to the second position, which is the bridge in the middle. We'll tell you this, I did lower the humbucker. I forgot to mention that. It was up at a decent height, but it seems to be a lot hotter than the middle and the neck pickup. And the volume level was, you know, humbucker, you want to have obviously a bit more volume to it, typically. This was too much. You can hear there's a good bit of difference even when you go to the second. Here's the third position, which is the middle pickup. Now let me show you back to that bridge humbucker. That's after I lowered it. Middle. So you can tell there, imagine if I had it up towards the strings where it was before. So let's go to the fourth position, which is the combining of the neck and the middle. And now let's do the neck pickup. Not bad for the funk sound. That's something I always think of when you're playing a Strat. Like, is it going to get that type of a sound? Can you get the quack on it? in those in-betweens. There you go. It does pretty well. It's really not that bad. The only thing I have here, just to reiterate, just a little bit of room reverb from this Hall of Fame 2 by TC Electronic, straight into the Monoprice stage right amp. So now what I'll do is I'll just give us some overdrive sounds, or overdriven sounds. This is the Boss Super Overdrive SD1, and don't have a whole lot there. I'm just going to have the level just about halfway, tone about 130, let's say, and the drive up, a third of the way. This is on the humbucker. There you go. Now, second position. Middle pickup. Fourth position, which is the middle and the neck. Neck position. Does pretty well. Let's go run through pentatonic lick here. All right, so I threw in some extra notes there. Go Aeolian mode. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I don't need to go into, great deep depth. Good God. Here it is. It's the Indio Cali Classic by Monoprice, HSS. I'm not going to try to wow you with any, fancy licks or anything. It's a basic guitar. It's $90 on Monoprice. It's $88 on Amazon for the 3 single coils. You can get an HSS on Amazon for $95. Again, I will have the links for those. I'll put a link in the description for the Boss Super Overdrive as well. Please leave any comments. Tell me what you thought of this particular guitar. Tell me what you think about this Motorose Music Neon Holo. I am having a freaking hard time talking. Neon Halo above my head. Look at that. Woo! Yes. Yeah, that's another one of those. It's not actual neon. It's made to look. It's a one of those custom-made things from Amazon. I'll put in a link. What the hell? I'll put a link in that if you... So anyways, enough of that crap. Please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. It seriously helps us out here. And as always, keep rock alive.